This is a video for how to go about creating a dimensioned drawing for number 2 in your 20 ISOs project. So I have number 2 and 20 ISOs over here. I'm just going to double click on that and it will open within our view window. And I'm going to go up to design. I'm going to go down to drawing and I'm going to go to from design. We are going to choose our PLTW title block that we created in a previous video, and we will go ahead and say OK. Now we're going to go ahead and place the front view, but we want to stay with about a 1:3 ratio. But if I click on my arrow, you'll notice it's going to save what I've done before up here at the top. So I can just click on that up here at the top, and I'm going to go ahead and just left click to place, right click, and say OK. And I'm going to go up to projected view, and I'm going to click on my front view, and I'm going to drag up, and I'm going to drag to the right, top right hand corner, and left click, right click, and say OK. We want to take the hidden lines out of this, so we'll double click on our view and we see the blue lines show up, and we will go to shaded in the top right and we will say close. Now we're going to go ahead and instead of doing baseline dimensioning, we're just going to kind of go ahead and just do normal dimensioning as we've done before. I see about 3 total dimensions we will need to do for the width dimension of the front view. So I'm going to drag each of these up here, and I'll drag that up and snap that into place. We don't necessarily have to do from here to here with this one. We could come up here and place that distance from here to here also if we needed to. I'm going to drag straight down and place that one up here. What I was trying to avoid was trying to jumble up everything with too many dimensions here between the views. You can always place any dimensions that you want as long as you place them between the views. So you try to keep the front view of the object, what I'll call the star of the show, but you can always place dimensions between the views if you choose to, and I'm just choosing to place this one up here. You wouldn't necessarily be wrong if you came into here and you said, let's talk about from here to here if we want to. You could have gone ahead and placed that. You wouldn't be wrong, but just for the sake of this video, I'm going to keep that 2 up there on the top view. I'm going to place my 8 right here. So we're going to go ahead now and do the height dimensions. Now we don't want to dimension to a hidden line, but we do want to keep our dimensions between the views. So I'm going to go ahead and place my height of 4 dimension here, but I can't dimension to a hidden line in this view. So what I'll do is choose to place that other height dimension to the side of our side view. Now we try to keep our dimensions between the views whenever possible, but if you otherwise cannot avoid it, you can place it outside the view. So we've done our width dimensions, our height dimensions, and now we're going to do our depth dimensions. And we're just going to click on dimension. We're going to do the full depth from front to back, and then we can just go ahead and do the other dimension that comes to our other vertical line right here. I'm going to right click and say OK. Remember that your depth dimensions can be shown in the top view or the side view. Remember, depth would be from here to here in the top view and from left to right in the side view. I'm going to click on fit. I'm going to go up to output, and I can export this as a PDF if you are turning this in as a student, or however else you choose to do with this drawing. But we're going to go ahead and say save. I should have said save at the beginning of the video, but sometimes when you get working, sometimes you forget. And again, notice just stay with that same name. Just stay with the same name. Say save, and again, watch what happens. In a previous video, we did the dimensions for number 1. I mean, it's real easy just to double click in and out of objects, and you can see exactly what it is that you've done before, keeping the part right next to the drawing. It's real super easy and convenient just to go back and forth between views like that. So this has been a video for how to create a fully dimensioned drawing of number 2 in your 20 ISOs project.